Broadcasting to you from the heart of northern Minnesota, this is the best music-oriented podcast and web series on all of YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Roger Radio Show. I am Roger Radio.
And I'm Aegis on Levity at the Interman Group.
And today we are going British and we ain't going back. That's all I can really say about it because of today's topic. But before we get into that, it's a beautiful weekend. We got Sleepy McGee right here who just woke up from a nap, obviously. So. And he's right there with his pussy, something that he doesn't get.
I wanted it in the first place, dude.
Nah. I don't know, dude. There's something clearly wrong with you then. I don't know. Alright, so today we got another awards recap for all of you. But before we get into this one, the question of the podcast is, who is your favorite British band or musician? How much time do you got, man? Where shall I start? Well, here's one of them right here, Pink Floyd, obviously. I like Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I like Yes. I like Genesis. I like Oasis. I like Radiohead. I like the Rolling Stones. I like the Beatles. I like the Who. Who else is there I like? I would say... Fuck, I can't think of it. Oh, Led Zeppelin too. I like Led Zeppelin as well. Yeah, that's all I can really tell you.
I have narrowed it down to two.
To two?
King Crimson, David Bowie.
Oh, yeah, David Bowie I do kind of like, but I'm not a huge aficionado like you are, and King Crimson I'm still trying to get into, obviously, you know? So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously there was another award show that had happened this past week that we are going to cover, and it's, of course, the Brit Awards. And this is pretty much the British equivalent of the Grammys. What can I say about the British Awards, really? There's a reason why they are like one of the big awards, you know? Like a lot of the music genres that we've listened to do come from Great Britain, you know? Oh, I also forgot Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath I like too as part of my other bands and musicians, so. What do you think about Aegis with the Brit Awards? Do you think they deserve their own awards, or what do you think?
I have nothing against it. They didn't have near as many categories as the Grammys had, that was for sure. But I kind of liked that. It was more succinct. Yeah,
pretty much. The one thing for me is that, like, one of the awards is for British Artist of the Year. I feel like they should have a female artist and male artist of the year. That's pretty much my critique about it, you know. No, but of course I figured, like, you know, like, yeah, you would understand a little bit with that. I mean, dude, your genre came from Great Britain after all. Progressive rock came from there. All right, so it was pretty much presented by the BPI, or the British Phonographic Industry, to recognize the best British and international music in British and international music. So it ain't just the British music, it's also like international stuff, you know? I'm kind of surprised that Bad Bunny didn't get anything, to be honest with you. He's been on a roll lately, bro. So, it was, the awards took place on February 28th of 2026, this past weekend. It was at Co-op Live Indoor Arena in Manchester, England. It was hosted by Jack Whitehall, who is a English comedian, actor, writer, and television personality. He is apparently known for his appearance on the show Fresh Meat, which is like a comedy drama series, a dramedy. And, yeah, there isn't really a whole lot to say about it, really. So what do you say we get into the performances first?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously this is probably going to end up being a quick podcast, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to make the most of this right now. All right, the first performance was Harry Styles, who performed Aperture, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yep, Aperture.
I'll tell you, Harry Styles, dude, he is quite a big name these days. I never really cared much about his music, but I thought the performance he did was somewhat impressed. I was somewhat impressed with it, but I didn't really care much about it.
The music itself I didn't really care for, but I thought the choreography was kind of cool.
Yeah. There was like a bunch of extras that were wearing matching t-shirts and wearing sunglasses, like looking cool as hell. And you know what? It started like it looked like a school assembly. When everyone would call an assembly together and they would all sit like in the gym or some shit like that. That almost looked like some fucking Glee shit right there, honestly. He started walking on the platform to dance in the middle of it, and it looked like a crowd of like gospel singers or like like them backup vocalists and whatnot. I thought they were wearing all black, so I was like, yeah, that had to have been a gospel choir right there, kind of. And everyone, and yeah, the synchronicity was actually pretty good. Like, how much when people are doing performances like this, how much practice do you think they have to put in?
The choirs themselves.
No, for the dancing, the performing.
Oh, the dancing. Yeah, they've probably been practicing that for like a few months.
Yeah,
Maybe just a month, honestly.
yeah. All right. So next up for another performance that we saw was EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami performing "Golden," which is like a huge song that's like in this animated fantasy film called K-pop Demon Hunters, and that song, I swear to God, is literally everywhere. Um, they were performing like outside the arena, and you could see like the show playing in the background. Because apparently it has been like a big show on Netflix lately. There was
I
obviously
still
kids.
haven't watched it, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't either. I don't watch a whole lot of new stuff these days, to be honest with you. Like, I feel everything's just, you know. I'll say this: I wasn't impressed with the music or the
I
performance,
wasn't
honestly.
either. I really wasn't.
I think that was actually. I think honestly that was kind of like my least one among my most least favorite stuff right there. So I just love how you just moved over and all that. And it's a little comedic comedy I needed right there. So next up for another performance was Olivia Dean performing "Man I Need," which is apparently one of her big hits right now. I did love the setup that they did. It looked like a game show. There wasn't a whole lot of extra happening there. There was a band on the center platform performing. It was okay, but I wasn't too crazy about it. But I did like the setup that they
Yeah.
did with that.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the music itself. It wasn't too impressive to me.
Yeah. Next up was Ray performing two songs, "Where Is My Husband" and "Nightingale Lane." And yeah, traditional performance with a performing band. It was very gospel like, and them big jazz bands for like how
Yeah.
them big jazz eras were back in the 30s and 40s and shit like that. That's kind of how it was. I kind of liked the performance there, but I wasn't
I
too crazy about it.
what was
Ray,
the name of the songs again?
"Where Is My Husband" and "Nightingale Lane." I hate to
I
tell you this,
liked the
but you're,
first.
huh?
I liked the song "Where's My Husband." I thought that was actually kind of fun. I thought it was pretty good.
I was gonna
Didn't care
say,
as much for the latter half, but the first half was definitely pretty
oh
good.
yeah. I was like, what? She performed "Where's My Husband?" I think he's doing something with another girl.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
old naughty business. Next up, I'll be honest with you, dude. This was kind of one of my least favorite ones here. Rosalia, Bjork, and the Heritage Orchestra performing a Berghain. I think it's how you pronounce it. Berghain. It was like a huge orchestral setting. And then at the end, everybody ended up stripping down. I was presuming there would be a orgy, and song ended up turning into fucking dubstep. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I once again really liked the first half. I thought the first half of this song was incredible and I loved it.
Good
And
for
it just
you,
kind of
dude,
fell
but
apart and I didn't like the
the
last half. It
dubstep
was
fucking killed it right there. But I'll tell you this, though, to quote Sherman T. Potter from Nash or MASH, nix on that. I hate opera. I'm not much into that type of music, you know.
I like it.
I just didn't like it, dude. Like, seriously. I mean, kudos to you if you like it, but dude, fuck. Next up was Alex Warren, joined by the likes of James Blunt, who is a well-known pianist, and he, of course, had to perform his fucking song "Ordinary." It was another orchestral-like setting, and I still, even how many performances later, I still don't fucking care about him. Didn't care about him when he performed at the MTV VMAs. I did not care about him at the 2026 Grammys, and I still do not give a damn about him.
Which artist was Ordinary again?
Alex Warren.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one either.
Like I said, dude, I did not care about his performance at the MTV VMAs, and I did not give a damn about him at the recent Grammys, and I still don't give a fucking damn about him even right now. This one here is actually one of my top favorite ones right here. It's a group. It is a whole group of Mark Ronson, Ghostface Killah, the Dap Kings, and Dua Lipa performing a suite of songs that go include "Oh We," "Back to Black," which was a cover of by Amy Winehouse, "Valerie," "Uptown Funk," which was Bruno Mars's song, "Dance the Night," and "Electricity." For me, dude, Mark Ronson, you know that spinning table thing that he was playing with, dude? He fucking killed it on those discs. Killa was showing swag with his outfit. I liked the outfit he wore, and it was a standard setting with a jazz band. And if they did not play fucking Uptown Funk by fucking Bruno Mars, I would have actually I would have actually made this my most favorite performance if they didn't play that fucking god awful song.
Yeah, this suite wasn't really my cup of tea.
I like the Dua Lipa performance that she did. You saw how she was coming in like standing on top of a fucking disco ball as it was lowering. Dude, I tell you, she looks, even for her age, she still looks fucking good, dude. You know. Then afterwards, she and two other dudes that were like body doubles or whatever go onto the main stage to quote unquote join the party. Like I said, I did like the performance, and out of all of them, dude, Mark Ronson, without a doubt, was the man. He was the star of that whole thing, dude. Like, I should get one of those machines myself, dude. You would see me, you know? I should start doing that. I should see how much those cost, dude. Maybe I might have to give myself one of those, especially with my wage increase I'm getting soon. But I'm going to leave it at that. Next up is, and this is actually one of my top favorite ones here, Wolf Alice performing the song simply titled "The Sofa." I did really like it. You know, it looked like a hotel room or apartment setup, dude. There's something about that lead, about that singer that I did like, dude. She had a little bit of that Joan Jett attitude or that Chrissy Hind attitude I really liked. Then I saw something that looked like the fucking exorcism happening because there were people that were coming out of the sofa.
I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't care for the music itself, but I thought the it was very interesting to watch, and I enjoyed watching it.
Dude, I literally had to look at I literally had to pause to make sure I wasn't tripping or anything like that. Or next thing I know, I see Django fucking coming out of my TV and shooting me like that one time we watched Django Unchained. Everyone was
Yeah,
dancing, and then all of a sudden they all dropped dead. I assume they all took a cyanide capsule and did a mass suicide like, them cults do. Then they revived themselves, just getting back up like nothing happened. I did love the performance.
The part where they're all crawling out of the couch really made me think of this one episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Hey, which
Do you know
episode
the
was it
episode?
again?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Fuck,
But there's
man.
this one part he just like comes crawling out of the couch, covered naked and covered in oil.
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've watched that show. I really gotta watch it again, man.
Is the funniest show there is, dude.
Dude, there's no fucking denying how well Charlie Day's like one of my favorite guys, without a doubt.
Charlie Day is fucking awesome.
Right? Yeah. All right. Next up is my boy Somber performing Undressed, then Back to Friends. It had that retro 70s like saying, and dude, just like with his last outfit, he killed it with his outfit, dude. And as he ended the song Undressed, and I swear to God, I thought this was actually real that happened. Someone done fucking shoved him off the fucking platform. I actually thought I did not know it was part of the show. I thought it was actually real that somebody wanted to go up there and just shove him for the fun of it. Then seeing two other guys that just tackled that dude's ass, dude. Like, oh no, that gave me that made I literally, as I was watching that clip, getting prepared for this podcast, dude, I literally fell over off my chair and I was laughing for like maybe 10 minutes. Oh, and dude, last but not least, for one of the shows or setups, we cannot conclude performances without doing another tribute to the Prince of Darkness himself. As Robbie Williams, Adam Wakeman, Robert Trujillo, Tommy Clufetos, and Zach Wilde perform his hit song No More Tears.
I thought it was a good performance.
Dude, it was like a traditional heavy metal performance. Robbie Williams, who was the singer in that, I thought he did good too. I thought he did
Didn't
perfect with that.
didn't
Zach
didn't
Wilde, huh?
didn't Robin Williams pass away?
No, Robbie Williams.
I know, I know.
We're not making that joke right now. Focus. No, but yeah, he did good with this singing on it. Zach Wilde really killed it with that guitar solo, dude. Like, it was one of my top favorites. One of my top favorites. All right, so what would you say was your most favorite performance and least favorite?
Let me look at the list again. I think my favorite had to have been where is it? I really liked that first half of Rosalia's Berghain.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that was my favorite. I did like the last half, but the first half was so good to me anyway that it makes up for it.
For me, it's a tie between the Ozzy Osbourne tribute and Wolf Alice's The Sofa. Like, even then, they are like technically tied for me. And yeah, your favorite performance, dude, that's actually my least favorite one. I
Yeah.
fucking hate orchestra music. I hate opera. All right, so now that we have finished up the performances, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna get into the awards and all that. There's like 18 different categories, so we'll actually be done pretty soon before you know it. So obviously, we're gonna start with the likes of the British album of the year, which was presented by Jeff Goldblum, and the winner was Olivia Dean with The Art of Loving. The other nominees were Dave and his album The Boy Who Played the Harp, Lily Allen and her album West End Girl, Sam Fender with his album People Watching, and Wolf Alice with their album The Clearing. And I'm just gonna let you know there weren't a whole lot to say for like the speeches or anything like that. There wasn't any big statements or what. Just like with the Grammys and shit like that. So we're just gonna just say this like she said Olivia Dean said that making this album changed her life. The album is supposed to be the interpretation of loving each other even in a loveless world like what we're living in right now, and let me tell you, loveless it is right now. So pretty much it was making a jab at the US.
Next for Song of the Year, presented by Robbie Williams. The winner was Rain Me In by Sam Fender and Olivia Dean.
Mm-hmm. And who are the nominees?
Blessings by Calvin Harris and Clementine Douglas. The Days, Notion Remix by Crystal and Notion. Defying Gravity by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Azizam by Ed Sheeran. Victory Lap by Fred Against Skepta and Black Boy Max. Survive by Louis Capaldi. Messy by Lola Young. Nice to Meet You by Miles Smith. Man I Need by Olivia Dean. Where's My Husband by Ray. And Family Matters by Sky Newman.
Oh, so Olivia Dean had she was technically the winner with Sam Fender, but she was nominated for another song. So technically she tied. She was a tie in this. It was Sam that pretty much gave the speech and just thanked everyone and Olivia, and that was it. Pretty much said he wasn't good at giving speeches. Olivia Dean comes into the picture once again, being named the British Artist of the Year, an award that was presented by Maya Jama and James Blunt. The other nominees were Dave, Fred Again, Jade, Lily Allen, Little Sims, Lola Young, Pink Pantheress, Sam Fender, and Self Esteem. And just said hi to the family, thanked everyone again, and that was it. You know? Yeah, I think from what I saw, she was really killing it with the awards tonight. I think she might have been like the most winningest one or most nominated, to say the least. So this was
Yeah.
like with how with the Grammys that was Bad Bunny's night. This was, I think, her night for the Brit Awards. You know. Alrighty. Next up was British Group, which was presented by Sean Ryder and Bez, and the winners were Wolf Alice, and the nominees were The Last Dinner Party. Then there was also Pulp, Sleep Token, and Wet Leg. Jeez, I
Surprised
didn't.
Sleep Token was nominated.
Yeah, dude, I was like, shit, shit. I was actually impressed with that one, to be honest with you. And Wet Leg, yep, I know who they are.
And we got Best Pop Act presented by Matthew Williamson.
Yeah.
The
Oh
winner
wait,
was once again.
before you continue on, I gotta also read like in their speech, Wolf Alice dedicated the award to everyone who helped them, brought awareness about the closure of these small music venues, because there's so
Mhm.
many of them that were closing, and they wanted to pretty much recognize that because it was those small venues that helped Wolf Alice to become what they became. So I thought that was very nice. I thought that was pretty nice right there, you know. All right, go
All
ahead and
right.
continue.
All right. Best Pop Act presented by Matthew Williamson. Once again, the winner was Olivia Dean.
Yep.
Nominees were Jade, Lily Allen, Lola Young, and Ray.
Oh, baby, a triple.
And from what I've heard of all these musicians so far, I think Ray should have won. I liked her music the most out of all of them.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I can't. Yeah, I mean, I was like, the one person I actually was kind of surprised that didn't win, honestly, was Lola Young. To be honest with you, you know.
Yeah.
but that's just me anyway. Oh, and then she screamed out, "No way!" Thanked everyone again. Never thought she got what would get this award, but did. And she ends up is saying this right here: "Pop music makes people feel good." Guess what? It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make Aegis feel good. What makes us feel good is the old rock and roll, not pop music. Fuck off with that. Get the fuck out of here. All right, Best R&B Act, who was presented by Clara Amfo. The winner was Salt, and the nominees were Jim Legacy, but there's an X in there. Kuhn or KWN, Mabel, and Sasha Keeble. And Salt was not there to give a speech. So we'll just skip ahead. And
Best
best,
Dance Act.
yep,
Presented by DJ Paulette.
Mm-hmm.
The winner was Fred Against Skepta and Plague Boy Max. The nominees were Calvin Harris and Clementine Douglas, FKA Twigs, Pink Pantheress, and Sammy Virgie.
I think it's
Virgie.
Virgie, yeah. It's pretty much one of them, I'm presuming, was Fred again, who went out there. He did not have a speech ready, but thanked everyone and then just walked off like it was his business, you know? Here's a good genre I could get by. Best Alternative / Rock Act, presented by Jack Saunders, and the winner obviously was Sam Fender. The nominees were Blood Orange, Lola Young, Wet Leg, and Wolf Alice. Sam Fender brought his whole posse onto the stage and thanked everyone, and then that was it. I think if it wasn't Sam Fender, I obviously would have picked Wolf Alice. Or Wet Leg, for that fact.
Yeah. Then we got Best Hip Hop Grime. Grime? That's a genre now? Grime?
The fuck kind of a genre is that? I've never heard of grime.
Hold up, I gotta check this out.
Check it out quick, dude. Like, what the fuck is that? While he's doing that, everyone subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the like button, and comment if you're British.
Let me just look up grime.
I have ancestors that came from Yorkshire, England, but they weren't fully British. They were Norwegian.
Grime is a genre of electronic dance music that emerged in London in the early 2000s.
Well, if it came out in the early 2000s, I've never even heard of it.
All right, yeah, it was presented by Sasha Keeble. The winner was Dave. Just Dave, nothing else. Just
Just
Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Just this random guy named Dave just goes on stage.
I don't know why. That's kind of funny, though. Who are the
Yeah.
nominees?
Central C, Jim Leg Ecstasy, Lil Sims, and Loyal Carner.
Yeah, Dave wasn't there, but I would say it like this to quote Cheech and Chong: Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here to get his award, man. Just Dave. Just imagine I become a musician myself and I'm just Roger.
Yeah.
Just Roger, and that's it. All right, next up was British Breakthrough Artist, presented by Miles Smith, and yeah, this one is no surprise. It was Lola Young. And the nominees were Barry Can't Swim. Where the fuck do these people come up with their names? That's like me asking you where the fuck you came up with your stage name, bro.
Aegis?
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of meaning behind it, but I'm not going to get into that.
Just keep it a surprise, right? Anyway, the other nominees were SD Kid, Jim Legstasy, and Sky Newman. And for this was Lola Young's first ever Brit Award. She did write a speech because remember when there was the Grammys that happened, she didn't have a speech ready, but she gave a speech. Great time to be in music. World can be a very terrifying place, but music can be a great sanctuary and safe haven. No words truer than that to Lola. Are you sure this ain't the same Lola from the Kinks' song Lola?
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah.
All right. Next up was International Artist of the Year presented by Thames and Jade Thirlwall. And the winner was Rosalia. And the other nominee.
Rosalia.
What?
Rosalia. It's pronounced Rosalia.
Why does it look like Rosalia? Sounds more exotic. Anyway, the other nominees were, oh, yep, I called it. Bad Bunny was going to be nominated or at least have a nomination. Then we also had Chapo Roan, C-Mat, Dochi. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck
Hmm.
you. Fuck you. Oh, my girl Lady Gaga was also a nominee. There was also Sabrina Carpenter, my boy Somber, and fucking Taylor Swift. Fuck you. And then Tyler the Creator, who has a little bit of that Steve Urkelness to him.
Hmm.
And just like with Lola Young, this is Rosalia's first ever Brit Award and said it was an insane night for her because not only did she perform, but she also won International Artist of the Year and dedicated the award to everyone. Probably not to me, probably not to you, but to everyone.
No, she dedicated to everyone except you. I
I mean, I don't know, dude.
would like to thank literally everyone but fucking Roger Rhodes.
I hear he's a fucking cocksucker. All right, so next up was International Song of the Year, which was presented by Luke Littler and Angry Ginge or whatever the fuck it is. And of course, fucking Apata by Rose and Bruno Mars won it. The other nominees were Ordinary by Alex Warren, Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan, No Broke Boys by Disco Lines and Tennessee. Guess what? I'm broke right now, so fuck you for even saying there's no broke boys when there is one broke motherfucker here. There was also Sailor Song by Gigi Perez, That's So True by Gracie Abrams, Golden by Huntrix Ije, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami, Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Love Me Not by Raven Lene,
One second.
Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Undressed by Somber, and The Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift.
Sorry, the damn cat was clawing up the couch.
Anyway, they just thanked everyone. Bruno Mars was not there. I'm actually glad he isn't because I don't need to fucking hear his fucking voice.
Hmm.
Next up was International Group of the Year, which was presented by Kat Burns, and it was Geese that won it. The nominees were Hayam, Tame Impala. Ooh, Tame Impala actually got that too. Okay. Huntrix Ije, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami, and Turnstile. And just like with Rosalia and Lola Young, this is Geese's first ever Brit Award. And what was the speech that he gave again?
He said, "Free Palestine, fuck ICE," and
And
something
just
else.
thanked everyone essentially. And
Yeah.
we're not gonna touch that right now. Otherwise, we're probably gonna get a whole lot of fucking really bad comments. So I'm just gonna leave it at right now. What I'm thinking right now. So all
And we
right.
got
Oh, go ahead.
Critics' Choice,
The
which was
Critics'
won by
Choice Award.
Jacob Allen.
Alone
Other nom
or
Alone.
Alon, I don't even know anymore.
And the nominees were Rose Gray and Sienna Spiro. Spiro? I
Spiro.
don't
I
know.
would think it's Spiro, so there I don't think there was a speech or anything for that one, honestly, so we'll just skip that. And next up is the one I was the most excited for.
Hmm.
Songwriter of the Year presented by Bobby Gillespie, and the winner was Noel fucking Gallagher, dude. And you know what? You could tell in a come on, dude.
Sorry, damn cat just keeps clawing up the couch.
No, dude, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're almost done here. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. There was like a scene that you saw, and I don't know, but for a split second, you could actually see Liam sitting with Noel, which was actually surprising, you know? Being happy and smiling and clapping for his bigger brother Noel, you know, like that took a lot of balls even for Liam to even show up for this occasion for Noel, man. And of course, both of them being from Manchester, I think Bobby ended up saying, and I quote, "What the award goes to Manchester's very own." And the first man he thanked was Liam, and thanked everyone who was a member of Oasis, dude. Like everyone, and thanked everyone for keeping the songs alive 30 years later. Hey, no, you're welcome. You are welcome. Next up was Producer of the Year, which was given to Pink Pantheress. There isn't anything for that, really. I thought it was good, you know. Next up was Outstanding Contribution to Music, which was presented by Skepta, and it was given to Mark Ronson, who was the DJ with those killer discs. And it meant so many things to get this award for him. And he said that I don't know if it happened recently, but there was a day that marked 20 years ago when Amy Winehouse went to his studio and they ended up recording music together or making music together. And he said that changed his life and thanked everyone. And obviously, like we all know the story of Amy Winehouse. She is, like with the likes of Sid Barrett, she is probably one of the most tragic figures in music because we all know what happened in her personal life. So, and finally, we get to the holy grail of this whole show for me, and it was the Lifetime Achievement Award, and it was Ozzy Osbourne who got it, man.
And presented by Dolly Parton of all people.
Yep, exactly. Another legend herself, man. And it was
She is honestly just a great all-around person. Say what
right.
you will about her music. She's a great fucking person.
Yeah, it was Sharon, Ozzy's wife, who accepted it on his behalf. Spoke about how his lifestyle was in the music business, and we all know what he was like, you know. And obviously, she had to mention that he hated giving speeches and listening to speeches, and
Mhm.
said if he was alive, he would have told Sharon, and I quote, "Shut the fuck off, up and get off the stage." Thanked everyone who was a part of his journey. Thanked the whole crew that helped him. Thanked the musicians that worked with Ozzy, and everyone who said goodbye to him when they were having a celebration of life and funeral, and all the fans around the world, which is us.
Yeah, I thought
I'm
she gave a really good speech. I really liked her speech.
like I said, dude, like that hit me. That speech hit me really hard, dude. It really did, without a doubt. You know, like even like how many months since Ozzy died, and it's still being felt. But you gotta understand, like Ozzy was more than a musician; he was a pioneer. Yeah, we wouldn't have music that's from the likes of Five Finger Death Punch or Judas Priest if it wasn't for him. We wouldn't
Yep.
have like a lot more the more harder sound if it wasn't for him. And I guarantee you, it's still gonna his passing's still gonna be felt like how long later, dude. It really will be. Holy shit, that was really quick, dude. What were your thoughts about the show itself or like the awards?
Uh, I know that they didn't really give credit to a lot of other good bands out there. They only had like one category for rock music when they should have had a couple more at least.
Yeah.
it was very focused on pop music, which is cool if you like pop music, but
But not us. Not us.
yeah,
I mean, dude, like at least there was like some people who got the recognition they deserved, and I'm of course talking about Noel
yeah,
Gallagher and Ozzy Osbourne, and those really mattered to me because I'm a huge diehard fan of them, obviously. Um, I really don't have much to say, you know. Bottom line is like the Brit Awards. You'd figure like with them they would like have as big of a ceremony like the Grammys would, you know. But it is what it is, you know.
yeah.
Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this podcast. Holy shit, dude, it was a pretty short one. Thank you all so much for watching this quick one. I wish we had more to say, but we really didn't. What were your thoughts about the Brit Awards, and who do you think should have been won? And if you have any other topics that we should cover here on this podcast, let us know in the comments below. While you're at it, subscribe to the Roger Radio Show. Hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified when we're on, and just keep going, man. And also be sure to subscribe to the Interrobang group. Follow me on all my social media. The links to everything will be in the description below. There will be a video coming soon that we ended up doing where we just pretty much did a mukbang of ramen noodles. So,
Hell yeah.
Aegis, you got anything else to say?
No, you said I'll make sure to like, subscribe, all that shit, and I love you.
Yep, I love you too, Daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, ta-ta for now!
Peace.